I'm Rick.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jeff. And you're in the conspiracy zone.
There it is. There it is, the good old conspiracy zone. The name of the new show. I like it, guys. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all enjoying the new name.
It's a good idea, Josh.
Yeah, well, I try.
I feel like I helped.
Hey, you didn't help with
Yeah,
nothing.
you said let's rename the show, and Josh went, conspiracy zone.
and then it was settled.
It would have never got thought of if I didn't.
All right, well, Jeff, it's you today, right? You're bringing
Yeah.
us in, so let's get it.
What's Rick, what's your favorite UFO story?
Favorite UFO story?
Do you have a favorite UFO story?
I mean, I would go back to Roswell, right? That's the
The main one?
That's the OG.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is.
What about you, Josh?
I don't know. I really enjoyed the Brazil one we got into
I knew
on
he
the
was
show.
gonna say
Yeah,
the
I
Brazil
like that
one.
one. I like that one a lot.
You
It had
just
a
like-
lot of witnesses. That was the only one.
You like that little guy running around
yeah,
that we all think was a poor homeless guy.
yeah, the guy
They
that
were
caught the
chasing
rat.
him around. It's an alien.
Yeah. And he smelled and killed
he
people untouched.
Wasn't he like
Right.
slippery?
Yeah.
It's like
Smell
covered
of
in
sulfur?
some kind of goo.
Yeah, we growing up, we had one. And we call him, what is it, Pickle Man?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Pickle Man, the Pickle Bum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is mine. The Rendlesham Forest incident.
Oh.
This happened in 1980 in England on a base called Joint Air Base Woodbridge and Rendlesham Air Base. I don't know. Whatever. Something like that. Yeah.
I don't think that's it.
Nope, that didn't sound right to me.
So let's do that
It was
again.
over in
Hey, want to
England.
try that again, pal?
The Rendlesham Base, Rendlesham Air Base.
It was all that.
Allow myself. to
It was
introduce
all in there.
myself.
No, it was joint base because there's two bases like right next to each other, and one's called Woodbridge, and the other one's called Rendlesham.
Okay, say it like that.
So there was
Say it like that. Deliver like that, pal.
there was a series of sightings in like over a 3-day period, and so it started. It was December 1980, and it became linked with UFO landings. The events occurred just outside RAF Woodbridge, which is Royal Air Force. That's what RAF means.
Thank you for clarifying that for us. Thank you.
Which was used at the time by the United States Air Force. USAF personnel, including Deputy Base Commander Lieutenant Charles L. Holt, claimed to see things they described as UFOs.
Okay.
So the occurrence is most famous. Is the most famous of alleged UFO events to have happened in the UK.
It's going to be a show here.
Yeah, let's see if we can get through it.
That last
You're good,
one,
you're
that
good.
You want my
last
reading
one-
glasses?
That last one
Yeah.
got me tongue-tied.
Yeah, you want pair of our shades
Yeah,
here?
it's on the joint base of the bases in the joint.
Basically, this is Britain's Roswell.
All right.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, so
Is this why
is
you like it so much? It's like the OG for the UK.
I think I like it because it happened on an Air Force base, and all the witnesses are Air Force personnel.
Oh.
And
You're Air Force, so
Yeah,
you
so
believe
it hits
them.
home.
yeah,
Hits home.
Well, that's true too. But the thing is, back in the 1980, like military officers didn't just go around making up fucking UFO reports for shits and giggles, because you could have got laughed out of the service. You know, they think you cracked up if you go around saying I saw a UFO. So it's just like pilots back in the day say they saw stuff but never reported it because they didn't want to get kicked out of being a pilot.
Yeah, like the time you seen a UFO.
Oh yeah,
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Air Force.
We heard that story
Yeah,
on air, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
that was on an Air Force base.
that wasn't it.
What was it? Like a green
Except-
frisbee? You said?
Yeah, except you were lying.
I wasn't lying. I saw what I saw.
You're one of them people who should have kept the shit to themselves because you're cracking up.
No. Remember old man Ronnie?
Oh,
said
yeah.
he saw the UFO over our neighborhood.
He was an alcoholic.
Yes, I know, but he swears he was sober.
I've
That's
never seen
more
him
hard
sober.
to believe
That's
than
hard
the
to believe.
alien.
He lived in a van down by the bar.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
real.
yeah, that's harder to believe than the alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah, it really is.
You know what I mean? Like,
If you
no way.
if you had to pick a choice, Ronnie was sober or I saw a UFO.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
come
oh
on.
yeah. It's one of the same.
Which one do you believe?
Well, you're talking about something crazy, ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah, him being sober would be just
yeah, out of this world.
tremendously ridiculous. So,
Rest in peace, Ronnie.
Yes,
Yeah,
R.I.P., brother.
It
was
was
our
that
guy.
life, and you go out. Sorry, Ronnie.
yeah, he had an interesting life. He was a animal fat renderer.
Huh?
Really?
Actually, he would move the animals.
Wait.
I never
like-
knew that about him.
So, say the zoo had a hippopotamus die.
Right.
He would go load it up and take it to a fat rendering place, which is where like they melt all the body fat off to make soap and shit.
Oh, shit.
Was he like freelance? Just picking up that
No, he
animals?
worked for some
Okay.
company, but he told that was his job.
That was his
I was
thing.
like, what?
I
I
never knew that.
never heard that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronnie facts.
That's why he drank.
on the conspiracy zone. That is a conspiracy, him being sober.
I just know whenever he took a piss, it smelled like fish. From
Oh,
I'm sorry, Ron. rest in
Oh, here
peace,
he
but,
goes. Oh, dude,
That's
come on.
real.
You mean when you would walk in and he had his pants around his ankles?
Yeah, like first grade style.
He's like, Ron, we are ass. Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, we have so many good Ronnie
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, so go ahead.
All right, so the UK Ministry of Defence has stated that this event posed no threat to national security, and therefore it was never investigated as a security matter. Skeptics have explained the sightings as misinterpretations of a series of nocturnal lights, a fireball, a lighthouse, or bright stars.
Well, they don't know. They're given three.
Yeah,
things.
they always say it's like swamp gas. You're like, nah, dude, I know what a fucking alien spacecraft looks like compared
Yeah,
to
that's not normal.
a ball of fucking mist.
Yeah.
All right, so the events are around 3 a.m., 26 December 1980. A security patrol near the east gate of RAF Woodbridge saw lights apparently descending into nearby Rendlesham Forest. So the forest is off the base. But the base is open. There's no like big wall around it or fence or anything.
Why would aliens choose to go near our defense systems?
Because they can defeat them and don't care.
Yeah, they want to know what we have. I mean, that makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
like if
Why
I'm near
they
an
would.
anthill, I'm like, that's the queen. Let me back off and hit another.
Yeah.
I guess that's.
Or they're just trolls. They're like, watch this. We're just going to land right on their base and they can't do shit.
Yeah, and then they're gonna call all their Air Force people crazy.
Yeah. All right, so they saw the lights going into the forest. So these lights have been attributed by astronomers to a piece of natural debris seen burning up as a fireball, so like a meteor.
Yeah.
Scientists say it might have been a meteor fell into the forest. Servicemen initially thought it was a downed aircraft. According to Halt's memo, upon entering the forest to investigate, they witnessed a glowing object that was metallic in appearance with colored lights. As they attempted to approach the object, it appeared to move through the trees. The animals on a nearby farm went into a frenzy. One of the servicemen, Sergeant Jim Peniston, later claimed to have encountered a craft of unknown origin while in the forest, although there was no publicized mention of this at the time, and there's no corroboration from other witnesses. So this guy, Sergeant Peniston, is basically the number one source of the information for this. And what he described was a triangle came down and landed in the woods. So he followed this light through the woods, and then this light turned into he said that it was just like a light, and he followed it, and then it landed, and it still looked like just a big light ball. Mm-hmm. And then as the light dissipated, he could see this black, what he called a black opaque glass triangle.
What's so big?
Yeah,
Meaning
break
you
that
can't
down?
see into it at all. Like
Okay.
it's complete,
Okay.
like a wall.
Okay.
So the when it landed, it kind of had like an aura around it, and as the aura went away, he could see that the craft was just a black triangle, and he described it as like 9 feet long by 6 feet high by 6 feet wide, and he said it had 3 little landing pads, and as it turned, the blacker it turned, he said there would be like flickering, coloring light going through this, what he called the skin of the craft. And so picture like a movie where like Back to the Future or something, where where all that like weird colory stuff comes around the car, and then as it goes away, it kind of fades away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of the whole thing, it was just a black triangle, and he touched it. He says he touched it, and it was cool to the touch, and it felt smooth as glass.
Did this guy die after immediately?
No, he's still alive now.
Oh shit.
Yep.
That makes it a little unbelievable. You touch some shit from another planet, and you don't get radiation, you don't get a foreign disease.
Well, hey, my favorite one, right? Back to the Brazil thing. The one guy did touch him, and died a week later of a disease they didn't know.
Yeah,
that was wild. Right?
Yeah, remember, everyone like they took the thing to the hospital and shit.
Right. Well, I guess he's touching the aircraft.
Yeah,
and he touched the actual being or whatever.
So the best evidence he has is at the time there's a notebook that he had that he took notes that while he was doing this. He also drew the craft, and there was weird inscriptions on the craft, and he like copied them into his book. They look like
from memory
hieroglyphs. No, like as he was standing.
I was standing there. Okay,
yeah, like he's standing next to it like a patrol, like a state trooper writing a ticket. He's standing there next to it, writing down all these.
You better show up to court for this, you bitches.
So then, as he was standing there, it started to levitate in front of him, and then it moved through the woods slowly, and then it took off like a, speed of light kind of thing. Just took off.
And do that again. All right.
So shortly after 4 o'clock, local police were called to the scene, but reported the only lights they could see were from the Orford Ness Lighthouse, some miles away on the coast. So there was apparently a lighthouse that was off in the distance, and a lot of people think that they were just seeing the light from the lighthouse. But these people all said, well, we've been on this base for years. We know the lighthouse. Like, we're not idiots.
Right.
So after daybreak on the morning of the 26th, the servicemen returned to a small clearing near the eastern edge of the forest and found 3 small impressions on the ground in a triangular pattern. So remember, he said it had
the triangle pattern.
Yeah, and he said it had 3 landing pads that it was sitting on.
Now, is there any way that they were collaborating? Like, hey, I said a triangle thing. Can you go make a triangle thing on the ground?
Or he just was wandering around in the woods and made 3 little holes in the ground and then said, hey, I can make people think an alien ship landed here.
Yeah.
Right.
Why is this your favorite?
Well, yeah, you said this one is your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's the one where people who have no reason to make it up at all.
Right.
Like,
actually can jeopardize their career and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
They could be seen as crazy, and it jeopardizes, promotions, all that stuff.
Right. Clearances, I would imagine, if you're labeled a nut
case
case and all.
Wacky.
Now, when you seen your thing in the Air Force, did you report it to your superiors?
No. No, because I don't know what I saw. I saw a green circle go through the air.
But you said it looked like a frisbee, right?
But if it were a triangle, you'd been like, oh, shit.
If it landed on the ground next to me.
Okay, yes.
And it had writings on the side of it.
So you need more, is what you're saying.
If it were like real.
Yeah.
If it was real.
If it wasn't a green circle in the air, I would have.
Near Kennedy Air Force Base, or right where they take off the
things. Kennedy Air Force
Base.
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 So anyway, so they went to the clearing and saw the pattern on the ground, as well as burn marks and broken branches on nearby trees. There, Rick.
So that there you go.
No way to duplicate.
Can you believe?
That.
Yeah.
There is no way.
So now you're accusing them of climbing trees and breaking branches off in an elaborate triangle scheme.
Look, in order to join the Air Force, you got to pass a pretty hard test. You got to be a smart guy.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Would you disagree?
You could say that, right? You were there.
Yeah, it was, true.
They let you.
We're all geniuses.
Yeah, you could barely read.
At 10:30, the local police were called out again. This time to see the impressions, which they thought could have been made by an animal. I don't know why.
A 3-legged animal that walks funny?
Why would they make it like 3 little circles?
Yeah.
So the deputy base commander, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Hall. This is the guy that gives the. He's a lieutenant colonel. He's not like just some guy.
Big deal.
Yeah. He visited the site with several servicemen in the early morning hours of 28th of December. They took radiation readings in the triangle of the depressions and the surrounding area. The U.S. military radiation survey meter, although they recorded 0.07
Is that a lot?
Whoa.
Is that a little? What is that?
Millarotgens.
What?
Whoa.
Millarokins.
Rewind.
I feel like I drink Millarokins.
Yeah.
Millarokins, yeah.
I had a Millarokin.
Towards the end of the night, I'll have a couple.
Yeah, fuck it. Throw me a Millarokin. I'm there. So what is a Millarokin? Do you know that?
Yeah, what is that?
Is it a word you're not reading?
Some
right,
sort
maybe?
of radiation.
Seems to be.
All right, ready?
ahead.
Millarotgens.
Yeah.
Yeah, Millarokins.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's some sort of radiation detection, like some sort of scale of radiation.
Well, this is in the UK too, so they probably got some funny.
Well,
stuff.
but it was the
Yeah.
U.S. military radiation survey meter.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. So that was where those three little impressions were. They detected that was 0.07. Outside of those little circles, they detected 0.3 or 0.03 millarokins. Yeah, in the background level. So it was slightly elevated inside those little impressions in the ground.
But do you think that what is it? A difference of 4 Millarokins?
Yeah,
What's the difference?
Yeah,
there?
is that a lot of Millarokins?
I don't know. It seems like
It could be a world of difference,
Yeah.
or it could be like no,
It's like
an
when they go
animal
like-
pooped over there.
it's like
and
when
there's
they-
some radiation.
tell you like parts per million, and you're
Yeah.
like, what? I don't know what the fuck.
Tell me
that
how many
means.
school buses.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. So furthermore, they detected a small burst over a half mile away from the landing site. Halt recorded the events on a micro cassette recorder. So
Oh, there's
now-
recording.
Yeah, if you ever heard this thing, I tried to get it to get it into the board, but it's really long and it's kind of
Yeah, we
that
don't
good
want
audio
to kill the
stuff.
listeners' ears
Yeah.
here.
But basically, it's him describing what he's seeing. So now this is the second event, and this is the colonel. This is the guys who saw it originally. This is their boss.
I'm gonna do it. Ready?
We got a flag ahead, and it's happening. We just read 7 Millarokins. There's 7
Millarokins
Millarokins.
left.
And now there's a light.
The end.
Yeah.
That's all you're gonna get anyway.
So yeah, basically that's. But what his thing was, he went out there because these guys told him like, no, Colonel, this is real. We're not lying. So he went out to investigate. While he's there, he sees a light off in the
Okay.
distance. It's about a half a mile away, and it starts to come toward them, but it's moving through the trees. And he's saying like,
bobbing and weaving.
yeah, it's like moving through the trees, like a thick forest. And it's like going around through the
What?
trees and shit. Yeah.
Is this the thing that's like 9 feet by 13 feet, whatever you described?
Right.
That was the original thing that landed. Does not claim to have seen that craft. He sees a red light moving through the trees about a half a mile away from where he is.
That's good sight, though.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just.
He was in a clearing looking
I don't
into
know.
he was in a clearing looking into the woods
Woods.
when he saw this red light moving around.
Okay.
So it wasn't like he was in the woods and he could see a half mile in further into the woods. He was out in a clearing looking into the forest.
All right. I mean, I'm listening.
Yeah. So,
I'm all ears. What do you think so far?
I think that motherfucker didn't see shit from half a mile away into the forest, unless it was on the edge of the forest, because you have all them trees, the first level trees, second level
Right.
trees, third level trees. He says bobbing and weaving. How the fuck are you seeing in between all that shit a half a mile away? I think that guy's story is smelling like bullshit a little bit.
But he has no reason to lie here, I
yeah,
guess,
why
right?
would he lie about it? I don't know. And he's got other people there. They're all together now.
Right.
There's 5 of them, and they all say they saw it.
Okay.
It's not just him.
Maybe I'm wrong. I wasn't
Yeah.
there. I don't know what the visuals were. I just know I can't see
Oh, yeah,
quarter
yeah,
mile
you're
away.
out.
And
You're
if there's
out.
one tree.
Yeah,
I'm
you
fucked.
can't
But you
see-
have to pass
can't see
eye
your
exams
laptop.
in the fucking military. They don't just let blind fucks tell them how far the enemy is.
So he got 20/20. Is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
exactly. That's what they accept. That's what they generally do.
All right, so This guy wrote a memo, right? So later, according to Halt's memo, 3 star-like lights were seen in the sky, 2 to the north and 1 to the south, about 10 degrees above the horizon. Halt said the brightest of these hovered for 2 or 3 hours and seemed to beam straight down. Astronomers explain this star-like lights as bright stars. So they're saying it was just stars shining brightly. This guy's saying
direct star.
This
light?
guy's saying he saw beams coming down to the ground.
Yeah, that ain't from a star,
shit.
Right.
Wow.
So
hold on. The guy who's saying the beams, is he the guy with the light too? I missed that.
Same guy?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
same guy.
This is the the other guy, Patterson or Pinkerton, whatever his name was. He saw the craft.
So we got one guy
This
with the craft.
colonel
Now
always-
we're on to this guy. And this is all his.
Colonel. Well, he's with other people, but he's the one who writes the memo about the incident. So we have the original memo here.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Give me that memo.
Memos are memos.
it's entitled "Unexplained Lights." Early in the morning of 27 December 80, 2 USAF security police patrolmen saw unusual lights outside the back gate at RF Woodbridge. Thinking an aircraft might have crashed or been forced down, they called for permission to go outside the gate and investigate. The on-duty flight chief responded and allowed 3 patrolmen to proceed on foot. The individuals reported seeing a strange glowing object in the forest. The object was described as being metallic in appearance and triangular in shape, approximately 2 to 3 meters across in the base and approximately 2 meters high. So that's the 9 foot by 6 foot by 6 foot.
Did that conversion
He's
in
using
your head?
meters in that because he's over there. Let's see. It illuminated the entire forest with a white light. The object itself had a pulsing red light on the top and bottom and blue lights underneath. The object was hovering on legs. As the patrolman approached the object, it maneuvered through the trees and disappeared. At this time, the animals on a nearby farm went into a frenzy. The object was briefly sighted approximately an hour later near the back gate. So that's somebody else saw it near the back gate. Okay, the next day, 3 depressions, 1.5 inch deep by 7 inches in diameter, were found where the object had been sighted on the ground. The following night, the area was checked for radiation. And that's where we get the what was that?
Oh,
Millirecorons.
Yeah. Miller lights. I mean, what?
Millirectors? I don't know.
Yeah. Millerokins.
Millerokins. There it is. There it is.
They were recorded with a peak reading in the middle of the 3. So the highest thing there. The center of the triangle formed by the depressions. A nearby tree had moderate readings on the side of the tree toward the depression. So even the trees around there had some stuff on it.
Millerokins around.
Later in the night, a red sun-like light was seen through the trees. It moved about and pulsed. At one point, it appeared to throw off glowing particles and then broke into 5 separate white objects and then disappeared. Immediately, thereafter, 3 star-like objects were noticed in the sky, 2 objects to the north and 1 to the south, all of which were about 10 degrees off the horizon. The objects moved rapidly in sharp angular movements and displayed red, green, and blue lights. The objects to the north appeared to be elliptical through an 812 power lens.
Okay.
I guess that's the zoom on it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
They then turned
Can't
to
read numbers either.
Well, it just said 812.
8/12 lens.
Yeah, it's through an 812.
Wait, you didn't write this?
No, this is.
Oh, you're reading
I'm
someone else's
his
stuff?
memo.
Oh, boy.
Well, maybe.
Oh,
That's
boy.
the memo. Okay.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
official.
I thought you were full on plagiarism.
Oh, shit.
I was like, oh shit, you didn't write this?
You're lost. You're not even listening to
I'm
this.
zoning out, man. This fucking memo, I'm telling you.
It's a long one.
Yeah.
All right,
I didn't think he was going to read the whole fucking thing personally. But
This is it's wrapping up here. They then turned to full circles. The objects to the north remained in the sky for an hour or more. The object to the south was visible for 2 to 3 hours and beamed down a stream of light from time to time. Numerous individuals, including the undersigned, witnessed the activities in paragraphs 2 and 3. So that's his official memo that he wrote and turned into his commander.
I like it because he never said aliens, right? He just stating the facts.
No, he's
stating the facts, saying this is the lights. I've seen this.
Like you said, this isn't fucking stars.
Right.
Stars don't throw off metal shavings and then burst into 5 different objects and start to move through the woods.
Yeah.
But what the fuck is the point? Like, did they want to get caught? They didn't care about getting caught. They didn't like the aliens.
Who?
Oh, yeah, he's talking on the behalf
I know
of
you
the
said they
aliens.
don't care.
what do they
but, like,
care?
They have to care because
Well, they've been hidden this long, right? Yeah,
it.
it makes sense.
I don't know, dude. You trying to think like an alien?
I do every day.
What?
You ever just sit back and look at people? They're fucking strange, man.
All right, so think about.
Yeah, you're one, bro. Sorry,
you,
Jeffrey. Go ahead.
If say there was a group of cows that had never seen a human before, and you just walk through the pasture and you're like, oh, there's some cows over there, but they're like, holy shit, look at that fucking thing.
What the hell is that?
What
Right.
is that? And why is it acting so weird? And why doesn't it care that we're here?
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Yeah, like they
But
might
why are all the other humans hiding from the cows?
Who says they're hiding? They may
There's-
have just never come in contact with them.
Okay.
If you say so.
Yeah, they could have just
I'm
been
gonna fight you on that, but I mean, like,
You're not going to
it's
fight
all
them on it?
theory.
just no other human had ever wandered through their territory before.
Okay.
Think about like the first humans in North America, right? They came across the Bering Land Bridge, and then they came down into what we know as the United States now. They encountered buffalo herds. Buffalo had never seen humans before. But we as humans would look at that and go, oh, look, there's some type of animal, and we can eat it. The buffalo were
that's what
looking
the
at us
aliens
going,
are.
what the hell is that thing
Right.
walking on 2 feet?
Why is it wearing that?
Yeah. Why is it wearing other animal skins on
Yeah,
itself?
right.
Yeah, with a piece of meat hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah.
We're
right.
fucked.
And we certainly weren't gonna not take over the land because they were there.
Yeah. I mean, we get killed off the Indians too. So I mean,
Yeah.
Well, we didn't do shit.
Yeah.
They did.
Indians had never seen Europeans before we got here. Like just because you're thinking like some sort of like, well, Ricky always thinks they're gonna eat us.
Yeah, right away. Always with
Yeah.
the negative
He's just
right
waiting
away.
for the-
Always.
He just always goes right to they're gonna kill us.
look, they came from millions of light years away. They need to stop and they need to replenish. They need water, food, all that shit. They're gonna have to figure it out
Yeah, well, why? What makes you think people are food?
because there's the most of them on the planet. Like you're gonna run into.
So if you went
people.
to a planet full of dogs, but there were also many other animals, would you go like? Oh,
well, first off, I'd be on
they
another
eat the
planet. There's no
dogs.
dog. There's just like a dog-shaped thing. You know.
Yeah, right.
So a dog-shaped thing, I
Would you eat the thing that was shaped like a dog or the thing that was shaped like a cow?
But to me, it's all relative because they're all shaped like, you know what I mean. Like they're not thinking we're shaped like anything on their planet
Right. So why would they eat us?
because there's a lot of us.
So
There's plenty
There's
of
a lot
food.
of everything.
Plenty
There's a lot
of food.
fish,
I'm just not ruling it out, bro.
tons of birds.
I'm just not ruling it out.
Yeah, like you're all like they'll never eat us. They'll eat what they
I
gotta
didn't say
eat.
they'll never eat us.
Well, there's no any fucking story of aliens eating anyone.
Yeah.
So how can you assume that? I guess.
Because he watched Independence Day.
Yeah, Independence Day did it for him. It did it.
They didn't eat people in Independence Day.
I don't
did
know
they?
what they were. Up to.
Yeah, but it gave
Yeah.
you some kind of idea that they do.
What were they doing here?
I don't even know. Well, they destroyed the
Yeah, I
White
don't
House.
remember.
Yeah, I don't
They
think
were
they ever
just
said.
Yeah, they were
Destroying
just here to
shit.
blow
Shit up. Yeah.
They were like passing by, like, yeah, you want to fuck with
It's
them?
like us with anthills.
Exactly what was going down. It
Yeah.
seemed like.
Yeah, like literally, if a kid sees an anthill, it's Independence Day for those ants.
It's no good.
Especially if they've never seen a human before, and all of a sudden here comes one, and then
And then you got to watch out for
Anthill
that Will
gone.
Smith ant.
Yeah, do they have a Will Smith? Like, who's the Will Smith ant?
that's like the murder hornets.
Yeah,
Remember those?
yeah.
Tried to get us with those
Bullshit.
during
They don't
COVID.
exist.
Yeah. And there's death bees outside.
Murder
Right,
hornets.
it's like right when you're allowed to go back outside. Be careful though. There's things flying around that kill you now.
Yeah.
why we were in.
Giant bees the size of birds now.
You can go to restaurants, but you have to have a fly swatter, and you can only have it while you're eating.
Yeah. You have to use your mask to swat hornets away.
What else?
So, all right. So in '84, a copy of what became known as the Halt tape was released to UFO researchers by Colonel Sam Morgan, who had then been succeeded by Ted Conrad as Halt's supervisor. Jesus, there's a lot
in this.
A lot of reading.
superfluous names here.
He does it to himself. It's his episode.
You could have made it less wordy, bro. Or
It was up
smaller
to
words.
you. It was up to you.
Use the, it, shit like that.
He said use smaller words. Take the ones you don't know, pal.
Right,
That's all.
You know he's got to Google how to spell that shit, and he thinks he's going to be able to say it on
Yeah,
there.
right. Let me say this correctly.
I apparently I don't do that.
Yeah.
Who
Just
knew
take-
what a millen
What was it?
Trojanans?
Milliliter? I don't know.
Trojans.
Who knew that was coming? So anyway, that tape, that guy released it. This guy Ted.
Yeah.
Ted Conrad.
Now you're not
normal.
reading. Yeah. This is a tape with this guy.
Ted.
Yeah.
Ted was his name.
The tape chronicles Halt's investigation into the forest in real time, including taking radiation readings, the sightings of the flashing lights between the trees, and the star-like objects that hovered and twinkled. The tape has been transcribed by researcher Ian Ridpath.
I saw you pause.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
So, and there's a link to the audio file right here that you can go listen to. It's
Well, that's the
it's
one you don't
pretty
want to
cool.
play because
Yeah.
It's too
But
much. It's too lengthy.
Yeah, but you can tell the guy's like when he's talking, he's like, "Oh yeah, we're seeing this red light. It's moving through the trees right now," and you hear guys in the background going, "Sir, it's over here, sir. What is it? Did it come back?" He's like, "Yeah, it came back and then it disappeared again." And then it's just like guys
So you hear them
it's
handle
guys
it.
having
Yeah,
a
saying it.
conversation about some weird shit going down.
They have English accents, though, right? It's UK.
No, it's
I thought
all
this was
it's
all
all
UK.
U.S. Air Force guys.
Yeah.
In the UK?
Yeah.
Oh, on
We're-
our base
We're
over
an
there.
empire, dude. We got bases all over the world.
We have Air Force bases in the UK.
Yes.
Wait, you're just now
We have
learning
many.
this?
No, I knew that we were.
So if
allowed
we were
to be
friends
over
with them,
there.
we
I
didn't
know
have
we
to?
were like, do they have Air Force bases over here? No.
Dude, we have like
Oh, I see what you're saying.
we're an empire. We literally have like 200 bases around the world
That's scarier than aliens.
that are fully manned.
Wait,
So-
that makes you more scared when
The
you.
UK is just like, yeah, you could like have an Air Force base, but we don't even want one in America, so we're cool. Like, how does that even work?
No.
Shouldn't it be a trade-off?
No, it's like we have all of the military stuff. It's more like a protection racket.
Ah,
Like,
okay,
Give us,
I got you.
Give us a little piece of your.
It would be
your-
a shame if your storefront burnt
Right,
down. Yeah, maybe
The
we
old
just
cheat
let us
code.
stay here for a bit to protect you.
Right. That's what we do. We're a protection racket, basically, for the world.
And then we just occupy.
Yeah, but with permission.
Yeah,
we
you
don't,
just go
take
in there,
over.
yeah.
We just, except for Cuba. That's the one.
And
that,
then it gets
that-
sketchy.
they don't want us there, but we're like, yeah, we're not leaving.
Make us.
We're gonna be here, and we're gonna bring people here and torture them. And you
Oh,
can't do
Jesus.
anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was that? That
Guantanamo.
Was that- yeah.
Yeah, where we did all the waterboarding and all that shit. Yeah, that was weird.
Weird stuff.
Yeah, weird stuff. And we have those black sites all over the world too, where like
Wouldn't you-
CIA takes people. And
Wouldn't you like to be CIA and like be able to just?
how do you know I'm not?
That's
I
why
like
he's
it
doing
said
this
on a
show with
podcast.
us.
Yeah.
That's why he's doing this show with us.
CIA can read good.
This shows a,
I hope they read better than that.
this shows a psyop.
Oh, you're just trying. I know what you're doing.
Oh wait, shout out to our UK listeners.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah,
do
yeah.
have UK listeners. Yeah, sorry about the occupation, but thanks for listening.
Yeah, we helped them out a couple times.
But if you,
They could spare a little,
Got 'em
a
out
little
of some
land
shit.
Give us
for
a
us to
little
keep
land.
our planes
Yeah.
there.
it would be a shame if you kicked us off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a nice little island you got here.
So, what are we thinking here? You got? Are you all wrapped up? What are you doing?
Yeah, I think.
Are you
that's
all
a-
wrapped up?
that's the-
Are you done, sir? We about had it.
You got another memo?
So you believe in this one the most because the military background and everything they have.
Just the aspect.
Because
of
why
it, yeah.
jeopardize your career? And like we said already.
Yeah.
So I could see that being believable. See, mine would be Brazil for me, obviously,
Yeah,
because there's way more, witnesses to it.
Yeah, but they're all civilians.
True that, and I understand that aspect too.
But
But the guy that died wasn't, right? He was military in that story.
Yeah.
And if you just want to hear that story, go back a couple episodes, folks, and go check it out.
What was that one called? I forget the what the hell was it called?
The Brazilian
Yeah,
something.
Brazilian Encounters, I believe.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of the town that it happened in.
Oh, yeah, it was Vagina.
Vagina,
It
yeah,
wasn't
Brazil.
Vagina.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't Vagina. It was
Vagine.
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 Yeah.
Take it however you
Yeah.
take it, folks, but that's the name of the thing.
Yeah, that was the Roswell one had some military guys too that right away said we captured a UFO. Then the next day they were like, nah.
Yeah, the guys in the black
suit
suit showed up
We
and
didn't capture
said,
shit.
Yeah, and then Area
It was a
531 pops up.
It was a weather balloon.
Yeah. Nothing to see here. All of a sudden they're
A
flying
complete-
around and spare aircraft like, got all the technology.
I didn't know what a balloon looked like until I got back to the base and the colonel cracked me upside the head and said, that's a balloon.
you jackass.
Till then, I thought it was a full spacecraft.
Now you guys get abducted, right? What do you think's going to happen? What's the first thing you think they're doing, just based off of what you hear?
Oh, I'm protecting that hiney.
anal
What do you
probe.
mean? Yeah,
Anal
like
probe.
right.
Yeah,
That's the
going to
one,
the probe,
right?
that's
Like
it.
Yeah.
that's the one you always hear about, or any of that shit.
Do you reason with them?
Yeah.
Are you like,
Do
look,
you?
man, I know what's about to go down?
Yeah.
Do you have
I'd sell out the whole earth. I'd be
Yeah.
like, listen,
what do you need to know?
just leave me alone.
You'll sell out there just for a smaller probe. Yeah. Use like a 3 Miller light on me.
Like, why your fingers got to be that long? You ever see them alien fingers?
Yeah, they are creepy.
They're
as
like
shit.
6 feet long.
They're digging around in our shit.
Ugh. What are they learning?
Yeah. And then they're going to eat us.
Oh yeah, well they want to see what
That's-
you ate
they're
first.
basting us like turkeys. And then
They're stuffing us.
Stuffing us.
Like the Twilight Zone episode, To Serve Man,
I didn't
was a
know.
cookbook.
Oh, shit. Oh,
shit.
okay.
Yeah, the aliens came and they had this book. It was called To Serve Man. And they were acting like they were our friends and shit. And then they were loading up. They were like, oh, yeah, we'll take you back to our planet. You can see it. So they're just loading
Just put this apple in your
just
mouth.
loading spaceships full of people. And then the guy who was like, he was a Navy code breaker. And the book said To Serve Man on the cover, but all of the writings in it were in whatever alien language. So he was a Navy code breaker. So he was just like bored because now it's all world peace because the aliens came and told us all the secrets and this. So he just started to decode the book. And then at the last minute, he's running up to one of the spaceships because they're like his friend is getting. He's like, "Don't get on that ship. To Serve Man is a cookbook."
Dude, that's good. I need to see that
Yeah,
one.
oh, it was good.
That
I didn't
sounds
see
so
that.
cool. Twilight Zone's awesome.
Yeah,
Which
Yeah,
has
love 'em.
no affiliation with our name.
Oh,
Came up with that independently.
and,
that's
and,
not where it's from. Yeah,
And the
okay.
logo.
Yeah, the
looks
logo, nothing to
like
do with it,
Nope.
right?
Nope. It's all Josh's creativity.
Oh yeah, I did that. That's right.
Confessed I've been said it earlier.
That was not me, folks. That's not my idea.
All right. So you believe it, right?
I don't know if I believe it. I believe something weird happened.
Yeah.
I believe they saw some kind of. I don't know about the landing thing and the black triangle.
Right.
What it could have been like some weird experimental technology. Maybe it was us, our own thing, like a
Yeah,
drone,
right.
like an early drone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or the UK could have been doing early
Right.
experiments.
How
Yeah,
could have
they're
been
right.
messing with
Yeah,
us?
they
Yeah.
could have had
They're
a
not gonna-
drone.
Yeah, and they could have. Maybe they're spying on the base. They want to see what's happening on
Yeah.
the U.S. base.
It
That's
sounds.
believable.
It sounds today like when I first heard this story 20 years ago. I was like, "Wow, that sounds crazy." Today, it sounds like a drone.
Right. And how
Yeah.
we see them move, everything,
Right.
how they're shaped, and
What
everything.
year did this happen?
1980.
Oh, good year. It's the year I was born.
That was the year you were born. This happened December. So you were just a little
You're a
Little
little,
kid, little fat
little
kid.
guy,
little
Fat
fat
baby.
turkey
Yeah.
baby.
Yep.
little turkey baby. Oh, look at him.
Yeah, so that's it. That's the whole episode was just the lights in the woods, and then the guy sees the black opaque triangle.
And you're saying there is audio of this, and you can go search all this.
You can
and
look
stuff.
it up. And you can look up the memos. The guy wrote an affidavit like years later, swearing that it was all true, that the whole thing happened.
Okay.
So,
Fuck it.
know.
Something happened. Something did happen.
Yeah, right.
Something weird
there,
happened.
Yeah, might not be aliens. Right? Might not be.
No, nobody got eaten, I don't think.
Yeah, it's not aliens.
You know what?
Yeah, no one.
Of all the aliens ever that have landed, none of them have ever eaten anyone.
Because
that we
the
know
motherfuckers
of.
that would say it got ate.
Huh?
They're eating the witnesses.
But there's witnesses. No witnesses ever said.
No, not if they're in
Because
the
that witness
belly
got
of an
ate.
alien. It
Yeah,
ain't.
right.
Yeah, but none of them. There are people who swear they've been abducted, anal probes. Not one of them ever said it ate my friend.
Because they ate both.
No,
There's no
I'm talking
friend.
about
Yeah.
the one that got away. Never said, "Phew, I got away, but he ate my friend."
They don't eat them on the spot. You don't eat a chicken right out the hen house.
But other
There's
chickens
prepping.
They
There's
don't know. They're
prepping,
just like,
bro.
oh, they
know.
took my friend. They don't
You
know
think
what's
it eats
happening
it
in the
raw?
house.
The chickens know, bro.
Do you think the chickens know
You
what's
don't
going
know
down?
what happens. They could be shoving fingers in your ass, or they could be eating you, or they could just want to have a nice conversation. We all don't know.
Just be shoving things in your
Well,
ass.
no one ever got abducted with other people, and then they came back and there was one missing.
That maybe they were fucking vegetarians on them ones. I don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe.
It's all speculation.
It is.
You don't know.
But no one has
I don't know.
reported eatings.
Yeah,
So,
there's never been an eating.
there's that.
Because they got ate.
'Cause you're saying they can't because they're
Yeah, and I think if
they're
there's-
turning into an
They
alien
don't leave
shit.
witnesses. They're not like, oh, let him go so you could tell them that we're eating these motherfuckers. They're like, no, get them both. You know?
Even people that say they saw Bigfoot, there people said Bigfoot killed somebody.
Right.
I saw Bigfoot.
Bigfoot
kill
is a
somebody.
stupid goon.
Whatever.
He don't know, like, but not make no witness. Like, Bigfoot don't know that.
How you know?
Bigfoot can't be that bright.
What if Bigfoot's an alien?
He don't even wear clothes, bro. He ain't that bright.
He has fur.
What if
dude.
Bigfoots are Chewbacca?
Yeah.
That was a terrible time.
I know. Yeah, that was a bad
Just
attempt.
screamed in the fucking
Yeah,
mic.
sorry, listeners.
I can't even think of nothing else. I'm just hearing that fucking Chewbacca right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I tried.
Let's end it, man.
I tried.
this is
Yeah,
dope.
Yeah, we did.
fucking Chewbacca. Oh. All right.
Chewie ruined it for him.
Yeah.
My
Sorry about
bad.
that, guys.
My bad.
I'd
My
like to tell
bad.
you to like, follow, and subscribe to the Conspiracy Zone. That's what we're calling it. The
Yeah,
Conspiracy Zone.
Get the name. Get the name. Get the name.
Yep.
This week.
Yeah, right. Let's see if he gets
might
it.
change it again. Fuck it.
Just
So-
keep a lookout for new names,
Yeah.
folks.
Watch your assholes and don't get eaten. They're out there. Jeff, anything you want to say?
Nah, I'm good.
Anything? Good, buddy?
Nope. Josh, plugging anything?
No, we're good this week.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Have a good one.
All right.
Like-
Peace.